Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second video in my video series in which I preview my upcoming book, You Say Soccer, I Say Football. And unlike last time, this time I actually have good lighting, so I don't look like I'm in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. But in all seriousness, today I will be previewing the introduction to my book, which is, of course, the very first chapter, if you will, of my book. And I want to set the stage for this part of the book by using a quote by Pope John Paul II, which I think is a great quote that really captures what I'm trying to say in the introduction. Amongst all unimportant subjects in life, football is by far the most important. So I use the words of the late Pope John Paul II to start this book because it immediately hits at one of the key points that I try to say in the introduction, which is, why do you care about such a stupid game? That's something that people say all the time. Why do you care so much about sports? Why do you care so much about football? It's just some game. It's just a stupid game. And in the introduction, the main thing I tried to kind of address for the reader is that particular point. That I wrote this book to address that point of like when people say that to sports fans, when people say or belittle them for their interest and belittle people for their passion in a sport like football. They say, "Why are you so obsessed with the game? Why do you cry over this? Why do you yell at the TV? Why do you spill beer over the carpet over just some stupid game?" So in the introduction, I also explained that one of the goals of me writing this book was to help football fans, to help them explain rationally why they love the game so much, why they irrationally love the game so much. Because I realized that that is a really big problem. Sports fans, one of the key sins or key shortcomings of sports fans is that they're unable to explain rationally why they love their sport so much, in this case football, but any other sport. They can explain emotionally why they love the game so much and explain it, in that heartfelt term of why they love it, but they can't explain rationally why they love it. So that's one of the goals I have, to help them explain it using a lot of data, a lot of research. In my book, I quote lots of scientific papers, and I connect the game to society, to politics, to issues in society, racism, homophobia, discrimination, and I show rationally, okay, how can football help understand, explain, and for people to even process these things. So to help football fans explain rationally why they love the game so much to all the haters and to all the people that criticize them, I explain in the introduction that throughout the rest of the book, I place the game of football in its socio-cultural context and its socio-political context. So, sure, on one hand, this book is deeply personal. In this book, I explain why I personally was so enamored by the game, why I was drawn by it so much, and how it helped me process some difficult times in my life personally. A lot of insecurities in my life that I was able to get through playing, mostly playing, but also watching football. So it is a deeply personal book, and I explain things, very intimate and very personal details about myself in this book that I don't often share publicly. But you look behind that, and it is also a book about indeed the politics, the social aspects, and all the kind of more important issues that football can teach someone. And I do that to help football fans say, okay, sure, this is emotional, but this is why rationally, this is why, in a serious note, I love this game and why it can be a bigger issue in the world. So sure, you look behind all the emotion and all the personal details, and you'll see that, as I explained in the introduction, this is also a book about politics, about philosophy, about sociology, about the human mind, and, of course, the heart. So that is what makes this book, You Say Soccer, I Say Football, different from other football or sports books. It is the emotional part, yes, but it is also the political, the social cultural, and the bigger, deeper philosophical part. Hence, it is for both football fans and non football fans alike, for sports fans and non-sports fans alike. That is what makes this book different, and I hope that you'll enjoy it as well, along with me, by starting with the introduction. So that's all again for today. Thank you again for joining me on this second video as I slowly improve my video taking skills, adding lighting and well, all these other professional tools. Make sure to join my launch team, which is a group of readers who will get an early copy of my book and read it and review it when it goes live in December. So make sure to click the link in the description below and to hopefully become a part of my launch team. And also make sure to visit my website. That's edwardp.me, Edward and the letter P.me, and that's also in the description below to find out about everything that I'm doing. Subscribe to the newsletter, again, join the launch team, follow my social media channels and all that good stuff. So thank you once again for joining. Make sure to subscribe to everything, all my channels, and I will see you next time.